What? Oh, hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic Live. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. So excited to be with you on this great and glorious day with big wins. I can't get enough of the news I'm reading right now, people, because it is winning everywhere, folks. So good to see my mods on. Agent Orange, Lisa, good to see you on. And I also see Jimmy from Pennsylvania, Nancy on. We've got Barb from South Carolina on. Michael is on from Michael Hanks. Jan Hood from Tyler, Texas. Please smash that like as you come in. Do chat in with where you're from. Great to have so many glorious patriots on the show today. I have got a great show lined up for you. Just a couple quick video clips and some articles, but you're going to love it because the Democrats, I'm serious, they're in disarray. I mean, if you have not figured out by now that they are in panic because nothing they are doing is working, and they're going to have to try to fortify the election more than ever, whoo, baby. I'm telling you what, man, they're going to be trying to pull every rabbit out of their hat. Don't think they won't. This is why it's so important for you to drag every single person you can to the polls. Register every new voter you can because we're going to need every single one to count. We have to send a resounding voice to Washington, D.C. that we are sick of their uniparty crap. Zimmerman, Minnesota is on the show. Richmond, Virginia, good to see you all on. But I've got I can't. I'm so excited about Letitia James and Engeron getting basically overruled in a sense because they did not get to accomplish what they wanted. I've got a really fun video I'm going to share with you here, but I also want to mention my sponsor. That's Midas Gold, MidasGoldGroup.com, or text Lumberjack to 232-425 to receive free silver with a qualifying order, folks. These are great folks. I certainly have enjoyed working with them, having the privilege of working with them over the course of time, and I will show you right here. For those who are not familiar, you can go to their website, just like this, Midas Gold Group. You can call them at 480-360-3000, and you can also text Lumberjack to 232-425 to receive free silver with qualifying order. Gold's up a little today. It's at $21.75.30 per ounce. Silver is down slightly at $24.74 per ounce. I just ordered some more. So I'm a big believer in owning this stuff, so I should have my order within the week. Maybe I'll get some new types of coins I'll show you, but I'm a believer in this stuff. I like precious metals. I like having real money around. But now I got to share this with you, people. Check this out.
Very much. What's your collateral on?
Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D-R-E.
I didn't catch it, people. Listen to the words now. Here we go again. This is Trump. They're questioning about the New York case. This is after the whole hush money case. And now they're talking about the bond.
Thank you very much.
What's your collateral on the bond?
Yeah. So if you didn't know that great bit of news, people, Engeron and Letitia James basically got overruled in court today at the appellate level. And instead of, $446 million, they said Trump needed to come up with 175. So slice the amount in less than half. Now, it's ridiculous that he still has to come up with that. I get that. But it's just, cash. That's a flex. That right there is a flex, people. Absolutely beautiful. So now let me show you something else, because AOC was on MSNBC the other day. CNN, excuse me. And she was freaking out. And listen to what she says and just see how bad these people are.
What do you say to an independent voter, an average voter, who looks at what's going on with Donald Trump? You have his assets might be seized tomorrow. You also have the hush money case from the Attorney General, the District Attorney, Alvin Bragg of New York. You also have the Georgia case about election interference. You also have the special counsel investigation on election interference. You also have the classified documents case down in Florida. That's 5 cases. And to a voter, what do you say to a voter who says, well, that doesn't look like he's being treated equally before the law? That looks like somebody that the government is going after.
Has there ever been a president, Republican or Democrat, that has been subject to this level of criminal charges, indictments, and investigations? This is not about party.
Exactly. She just said it. She thinks she's making a point, but she just proved everything we know. This has never happened before, Republican or Democrat. No, because Trump is not part of the uniparty. Okay? That's what's going on. So somebody just asked me what my favorite silver coin is. They said theirs was the peace dollar. I have a bunch of the old silver coins, but actually I've been racking up silver maple leafs. I've been stacking silver maple leafs. They don't really carry much of a premium, and it's brand new minted silver, so I know I'm getting the full quantity of silver. So that's what I've been just grabbing lately. I just want the value of the actual silver itself. I used to buy a lot of junk silver. You can still do that too. So anyways, but I think this is so great because what she is saying is, yeah, we know this hasn't happened before. That's the point. And she acts like that proves her point. No, it proves our point. It's never happened before. And the fact is, nobody like Donald Trump has ever run for president before. And that's what's freaking him out.
This is not about politics.
This
is about corruption and criminality.
Yes, Letitia James and Judge Engoron are corrupt criminals.
We're talking about an individual who ordered essentially a terrorist attack on the Capitol of the United States in order to retain power.
She just called J6 a terrorist attack. Apparently, she's not familiar with real terrorist attacks.
That is not about being a Republican. It is not about being a Democrat. It's about being an unethical.
No, she's right about this. It's not about being a Republican or a Democrat because both parties turned on Trump.
And individual who is subject and prone to criminality. And unfortunately, this is the state that we're in. And I actually think that the fact that it's happening in so many places and so many jurisdictions cuts in the face of that. This is not just New York. This is Georgia. This is federal courts as well. Yeah, it's all over. It's a well-organized hit job on somebody because they don't want to have to run against him. It's a well-organized hit job on a person who's running for president, a former president, because they don't like his policies, because his policies don't benefit them. People, they cannot stand Donald Trump. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Okay? They're terrified of this dude. And you know what's really exciting? Pull this back in. So yes, my disclosure, my sponsor, but actually I am bringing you to this. Okay? People, this is one of the reasons they're freaking out. The racial realignment is a humiliation for white liberals. White liberals have long thought of themselves as the people that blacks need. Blacks need the white liberal. The white liberal is going to help them out. The white liberal is going to make sure that let's face it, they basically think Black America is kind of dumb, and because they say they can't even get IDs. So in the aftermath of the George Floyd killing in the summer of 2020, a sea of middle-class white protesters in my former hometown of Denver ritualistically writhed and moaned face down on the grass for 9 minutes in their park. It's difficult to believe in hindsight that such creepy and transparent virtue signaling ever took place. But middle-class white liberals were in a tailspin at the time. The often contradictory codes of woke social etiquette had knotted their brains, and they were simultaneously confused and fighting mad. And above all, they were desperate to appear to be standing on the right side of history. So strong was this urge that they packed the park in Denver that day that even the rules of social distancing were suspended, as well as the science upon which they were based. These folks have come to mind frequently in recent weeks as a spate of newly released polls on minority voter preferences suggest unprecedented levels of support for gulp former President Donald J. Trump and his Republican Party. Indeed, if these surveys are to be believed, and they are, people, American politics is undergoing a racial realignment unseen since the passage of the Civil Rights Act in a response to a nearly decade
of white liberal virtue signaling and pearl clutching over supposedly racist and xenophobic politician, minority voters appear to be ditching their self-appointed saviors en masse. And not only that, people, I don't know if you saw this today, but they are going now after P. Diddy. That's right, for trafficking. Now, see, Hunter Biden and Jeffrey Epstein aren't worth going after. And what do Hunter Biden and Jeffrey Epstein have in common? I want to see this in the chat. What do they have in common? Why would they not be going against Jeffrey Epstein and Hunter Biden? Okay. And then knowing what is true about them and why they aren't going after them, what is the perceived issue? If you looked at the pictures of P. Diddy next to Epstein and Hunter, what difference would you immediately notice? Okay? What difference would you immediately notice? Would you immediately notice? So, right, they're pedos. We got that. You know, they got the dirt on them. I got that. But come on, young girls, I understand that. But if you're looking at a picture, what do you see? What is the obvious difference between P. Diddy, Hunter Biden, and Jeffrey Epstein? Somebody just got it. Diddy black. That's right. It's black and white, Lisa. Black and white. And how do you think that's going to play out? Do you think that's going to help the racial realignment for the Democrats more? Do they have a problem because Diddy might like Trump? Is that the deal? I don't know. I don't know much about Diddy. I just saw this. But I'm looking at the picture and I'm thinking, how's that going to play out in Black America when Black America already sees the problem of these white liberals? Okay? Oh my gosh, folks. I mean, if Diddy was trafficking, hey, he should pay the... But then why isn't Hunter Biden? And why aren't all these Epstein clients? Okay? So I'm just saying it's not going to work well for them. They're already losing it. The racial realignment is real. Numerous polls signal the shift. The latest New York Times Siena poll shows Trump not merely closing the gap with Hispanic voters, but running ahead. You heard me right. Ahead of President Joe Biden with Hispanics by 6 points. A recent Reuters Ipsos poll also found Trump in the lead with Hispanics by a single point, while a new poll by the American Principles Project found Trump and Biden running even with Hispanics in swing states. So if you took the average, folks, because that's what you always do with this, Trump has a 3-point lead, 3.3 lead with Hispanic voters. Outside of the margin of error, probably of those polls, which are probably 2-3 points. I mean, this is epic, people. Black voters appear to be trending towards Trump as well, okay? While still only at 19%, the number is vastly improved from Trump's 2016 vote share, which saw him take only 6% of the black vote. That means he is up 100% would put you at 12. 200% would put you at 18. He's over 200% up with blacks. Big gains with Hispanics. People, this is nuts. Biden team is desperate to reverse the massive defection of Hispanic voters. So now what's he doing? He's running around. Joe Biden's running around like a little monkey trying to get this figured out. Shockwave. Look at that. I just called the white man the monkey. Did you see that? I just called him, Joe Biden, the monkey. Shockwaves ran through the White House this month with Siena College New York Times poll show President Biden trailing, okay, the 6 percentage point. Battered by inflation, worried about crime and chaos at the border, Hispanic voters are turning away from Biden, okay, especially in key swing states. In Nevada, Mr. Biden leads Trump by just 2 percentage points, 42-40 in a survey with the conservative-leaning American Principles Project. In Arizona, the candidates are tied at 46. Mr. Trump lost Hispanics in both states by roughly 25 percentage points in 2020, and now he's winning. Not only that, folks, these polls are actually down. I've got other polls that show him up considerably more. Democrats have taken the Hispanic community for granted for far too long. Not only Hispanic folks, but the black community as well, trying to be their white liberal saviors, okay? Do me a favor, smash that like. Do chat in with where you're from. Let's get a few more people on this stream. Stunned Democrats are ramping up efforts to recapture his Hispanic support. The Biden campaign launched a $30 million Latinos Con Biden-Harris advertising campaign. The first ad cast the election as a referendum on Mr. Biden's support for lowering insulin costs and defending abortion rights. They have misread Hispanic voters. They are typically Catholic. They are not pro-abortion. And what's interesting is notice what they are not mentioning, people. Chat in the comment. I got to see if everybody's catching this. Oh, hey, I got some super chats I'm going to get to. While I'm getting these super chats in the comments, what do you see that they're not concerned about? What are they not addressing? All right. Let's see what we got. We got keep on rocking this, Neil. We are listening and standing behind you from Mountain Goddess. Thank you so much, Mountain Goddess. And then we have another one here. Here, I'll put yours right up there. And I got a $10 super chat too from JP. He says, Truth Social, Trump's windfall. It's not luck. Let's remember, if not for the liberal censorship, Truth Social would not exist. Isn't this a great comment, people? That's right. Because if the liberals hadn't gone nuts on Twitter, okay, first off, Elon wouldn't have bought it. But no, actually, secondly, Elon wouldn't have bought it. But first off, Trump wouldn't have started Truth Social. Liberals can blame themselves for this. God delivered karma in a stunning fashion. JP, that's a great comment. Thanks so much for sharing that comment. Thanks for those super chats. Okay. Exactly. Everybody got it. What are they not campaigning on? With Hispanics, the border and illegal immigration. Wait, I thought that's how you won the Hispanic vote. Liars. Freaking liars. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Do you see this? Do you get this? I mean, it's just there. It's falling apart all over. Biden slipping in the silver state. Here we go again. An indication of both his growing weakness with Hispanics and general polling woes. Joe Biden is slipping further behind Donald Trump in Nevada, a state that could tip the scales nationally this November. According to the latest Real Clear Politics average, Trump holds a 4.3 edge over Biden in Nevada, a lead outside the margin of error for many polls. After Biden carried the state 50 to 47.6 in 2020, translated to just over 30,000 vote edge. A Trump victory there this year would put the former president in prime position to oust Biden. Clearly recognizing the significance of winning the silver state, Biden delivered two speeches in Reno and Las Vegas on March 19th, where he attempted to blame Trump for skyrocketing housing costs, a major issue for Nevadans, and blatantly lied about his predecessor's economic record. He's blaming Trump for housing costs, and Trump isn't even in there. Do you guys remember? I didn't have this much problem with housing costs when Trump was in. The interest rates were better. I mean, what are they trying to do? Talk about the ultimate in gaslighting going on right here. Hey, we got another super chat I got to get to. It looks like no, that was the one I already did, right? I'm switching back between two pages here. So let's see. Clearly recognizing in Sin City, Biden accused Trump of enacting a $2 trillion tax cut that overwhelmingly benefits the very wealthy and biggest corporations and exploding the federal deficit. Biden also claimed that he has cut the federal deficit by $1 trillion and that his bipartisan budget deal will cut another $1 trillion in the next decade. In reality, the deficit that Biden referred to is largely a result of government spending in response to COVID-19. It is Biden who has repeatedly blown out the budget and made $1 trillion deficits the norm. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, despite tax revenues being $237 billion higher than anticipated, the deficit for fiscal year 2023 was 76% higher than projected before Biden took office. In January, the national debt hit a record of $34 trillion, fueled by Biden's $1 trillion spending bills. Moreover, IRS data shows that the Trump tax cuts mostly benefited middle and working class Americans. Do you remember when Trump got rid of the SALT deductions and the rich liberals in California and New York and Massachusetts and so on were freaking out? It benefited the middle class and hurt those rich liberals. Meanwhile, the 40-year high inflation brought on by Biden's policies has hit working families the hardest. They're trying to gaslight you, okay? So I covered this a little bit earlier, but now we've got some more people on. But the appellate court rules Trump can post a $175 million bond to cover Letitia James' judgment. And Trump responds. So I do want to play Trump's video here. Right here. I'm going to just make this bigger for you. And let's just watch Trump's response outside the courtroom.
Thank you very much. Judge Ed Gorin has done a terrible disservice to the state of New York. What he's done is terrible. Businesses are fleeing. You see that. We just released a statement on Truth. Businesses are fleeing and crime is flourishing all over the state. And what he's done is such a disservice and should never be allowed to happen again. New York State is being battered by his decision. So I greatly respect the decision of the appellate division, and I'll post either $175 million in cash or bonds or security or whatever is necessary very quickly within the 10 days. And I thank the appellate division for acting quickly. But Judge Engoron is a disgrace to this country, and this should not be allowed to happen. Thank you very much.
So that was Trump's response to all that. And then I got to play this video again. I just love this.
Snoop Dogg.
Thank you very much.
What's your collateral bond?
Yeah. Oh, it's so great. Liberals are in a tear fest right now. They thought they had him. Oh, we're going to take his properties. Can you imagine being such sick people that you want to take someone's home and over no crime? I mean, all the banks paid back and everything. Hey, do me a quick favor. Smash that like. And, oh, there it goes up. The number was stuck at 1393 on my screen for forever. Now it's at 1424. It was just weird. I've never seen a number stuck that long on viewership. Anyways, this is one of my favorite shows I've ever done, people. I just love it. I just love the fact that they're losing their minds. Okay, they're just losing their minds. Here, I found something really great I'm going to share with you. It's from One American News. And this is Chanel Rion from OAN. And I want you to watch this. I think she really nailed this.
For the first time in history.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to add it to the stage here.
For the first time in history, no one in big media has real access to the inner workings of the leading presidential candidate. I'm not talking about Biden. Big media and its dutiful little employees actually do have the goods on Biden. Every Friday night, those stressed out Gen Z handlers at the White House are spilling the proverbial tea, and the picture isn't pretty. I'm talking about Team Trump. How for the first time in history, no one in big media actually knows what's going on the inside. So you've noticed in recent months the constant use of the word chaotic to describe Trump and his team. Well, true to their personalities, big media types are writing off as chaotic anything they don't understand. And they don't understand Trump or his new team. These talking heads have no clue what is happening inside Team Trump because they have no sources. Journalists on the election beat, even the folks over at the Wall Street Journal, who usually have great sources, have no contacts on the inside willing to spill anything. Strategic drops here and there from Trump, sure, but nothing from the team. And this is driving the media crazy.
It's so
Go ahead,
great.
listen for any evidence they might offer. Normally, big-wig, know-it-all wannabe Carl Bernsteins will say things like, I have it on good authority, or my sources tell me. But notice how you hear none of that when they discuss the Trump team? The simple fact is one that no one in big media is willing to admit. They have no sources, not even those invented ones they affectionately call anonymous sources. Big media have no one on the inside in Team Trump willing to talk or leak.
Oh,
You see,
no.
Trump, the savvy businessman that he is, learned from 2020 and brought in exactly the right pilots to run his campaign. Susie Wiles and Chris LaCivita are hard-nosed loyalists. They'll fight to the end and take every secret they have to the grave. They have no room for nonsense, and they certainly have zero pity for disloyalty. LaCivita is a Marine. Wiles is a political dragon slayer. Together, they're tough, they're tight, and it shows. Wiles and LaCivita are rarely surprised and never frazzled. So as a result, Team Trump is smooth and running on all cylinders. They're not the dream team. They're the dream machine. And it's driving the media nuts. As a result, the yapping media munchkins are being surprised day after day at every turn. And while they're in the business of reporting surprises, I can tell you right now, reporters hate surprises. And they're
It's true.
failing miserably. Look at the journalist layoffs for this year alone.
It's
The chart
beautiful.
looks like Biden's border crisis. So for those who are clinging to their jobs for dear life to cover for the cardinal sin of having zero sources to back up their pet theories, the media is resorting to a classic tactic of the egotistically fragile. They're resorting to dismissing anything they don't understand as chaotic. And that's why you're hearing the word chaotic to describe Team Trump over and again, when the reality is anything but. It's arguably one of the smoothest running campaigns behind the scenes of any campaign besides FDR in his 4th term. If you want chaos, pull back any curtain at the White House. Talk about chaos. There's a house that has no idea what it's doing, no idea where it is, and no idea what to do. Yet they're running around as fast as they can. Their latest ploy was forgiving student debt for the chance at winning a handful of voters. That, dear listener, is the definition of chaos. I'm Chanel Rian, and this is The Fine Point.
She nailed that, people. So this is why I tell you it's panic at the White House, because after those articles I just went through, if you just jumped down the street and go back and catch the beginning, we had some really good news back there. But they are losing Hispanics, they are losing blacks, they are losing all these minorities that they built their coalition. Remember, Barack Obama was the slice them and dice them. He was the divide and conquer candidate. He put everybody into little groups, and now it's not working for him anymore. Everything they have done to divide is now coming back to bite them in the butt as America unites behind Donald Trump. So Donald Trump has become the great uniter. They wanted to call him the man of chaos. They wanted to call him the man of division. They wanted to make him like the KKK. And instead, he's uniting blacks. He's uniting Hispanics. He's uniting whites. He's uniting all the working class people. The only people left to support Joe Biden are rich liberals in New York and California. And there might not be enough of them to even win the state of New York right now. I don't know if Cali will flip. Things are so bad out there. I could get into a whole dissertation on California. I don't think there's a real problem with the voting machine apparatus out there. But I am telling you, this is losing for the Biden regime. It is absolutely losing, and they are in panic. They cannot figure out what to do right now. They don't know how to turn this ship around. They don't have the people on staff who know enough. It's a bunch of Gen Z people. She's right, Gen Zers who are running around trying to say, hey, press, you got to go. You got to go. You guys saw that video I did on that? I mean, they are freaking out. They can't let him answer any questions. They've got handlers out there trying to just keep Joe from talking to the media. Oh, I'm telling you, people, this is glorious. I mean, we are winning like I've never seen. I mean, it is just, it is absolutely awesome. Okay. So I do want to mention too, my other sponsor, MyPillow. So now they've got my page fixed. So you can go over there, the $25 extravaganza right now. Okay. The percale sheets. We've got the towels, the everything, the biggest sales ever, people. $25 dog beds. My favorites are these multi-use pillows, the roll and goes. They're fantastic. Slide sandal, all of it. The new dish towels that actually work, dish towels that work, man. Couch and recliner pillows. They got so many new products over there. Down comforters are 60% off, all with promo code Lumberjack. Support Mike Lindell. Support the great election integrity warrior that he is. And you get to support the show and save big money. So I thank you so much for joining. Check out MidasGoldGroup.com as well. If you're looking to make some investments in precious metals, they have low premiums and great people. Veteran owners, not commissioned salespeople. I love you all right? We are winning this fight. It is just, I'm so excited after today. I was so frustrated with the fact that court ruling could stand out there with Letitia James and Judge Engeron. Absolutely made me sick. Oh, I didn't even add this to the stage. There it is. There's the stuff from MyPillow. So there, I forgot to put that in for you. But you can see all this stuff, the $25 extravaganza. They've got it up on my page right now. Promo code Lumberjack gets you the best deals on MyPillow, only because you, the listeners, have been supporting Mike so much. And so now we're getting all this special treatment. So thank you. We'll see you on the next episode. If you're new, please do subscribe. Peace out.